Okay, this is my third time recording. You know, probably my fault. My fault. I probably should have checked if it was catching the sound or not. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What does matter? Or the trailers that you watch. Huh? I'm talking about Lion King. Mufasa. What did I think about Mufasa? Well, I think it's very fanficky. Very fanficky. Like, we're getting backstory on these two on the Mufasa and Scar, these two guys, and it was like, oh, we get to see how orphan uh guys the find their own pride. They work to that's fine, but like I mean, am I supposed to be excited for this? Like I mean, I'm not. Were people really like just begging on their knees to just please Disney, please, could you please give us a backstory, a whole movie about Mufasa and Scar. Okay, look, I don't, it's not like the worst idea. Like, I'm not even that angry. I'm just mad I had to record this for the third time. Okay, that's all. Anyway, I don't think this is a bad idea. Seems fine. It seems like a whatever movie. I, oh, I guess trailer. I mean, the movie's probably decent. Um, what do I have to say? I mean, the white lions at the encounter that he gets surrounded by, and like, I guess I think they were talking about like power, maybe taking over like part of the land or something, or he was just angry with them. Um, that's that's interesting. I guess. Um, it I guess it was. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was kind of funny when he fell into the water, and then Scar was like, "I saved us! Oh my God, I saved us!" And then you look back and see one singular line fall in the water. Is like, and Mufasa says, "Oh, you said you saved us," or like it's just one lion. Like you guys can probably kill her. I mean, I feel like they have more of an advantage. Like they're on a branch while she's putting in a lot more effort to swim, so she swim towards them. They can just kick her or scratch her, but whatever. Um, also like one part that sounded kind of weird.
Secret Mufasa. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother.
It's like that sounded weird to me. I don't know. Like it, I mean I have a bad like is it auto tuned or something? I don't know. It sounds strange, and also I hope the songs in this, the very little songs that we hear, very little, basically none. Um, I hope the songs in this movie will not be just pop songs and will actually have some Broadway talent. I doubt that. I really do. It's probably gonna be pop songs. It's just so much fun. Um, like I'm not a pop song hater. I have some. I listen to some. Um, but like it's like with Wish. Like Wish sounds like it was made for Spotify. Like the songs don't really serve a purpose. Also, I haven't watched Wish. I don't plan to. I'm just also letting people know I have not watched any of the live action remakes except for Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast, and they're fine. Um, in Wish, I don't want to watch Wish. Why would I watch that garbage? Why? Sounds kind of mean because I don't know, I feel like I'm being a little mean to the people that worked on it, but like I'm being mean to Disney. Disney, don't have your creators work so hard on something and then rush them to Thanksgiving. It turns out so it inevitably just turns out like crap because don't rush them. Anyway, I hope it's not. I hope Mufasa doesn't have like pop songs. I hope they're have Broadway talent and writers. It's a again, which don't hire pop writers. Okay, don't do that. Don't have Lin Manuel Miranda not be there and then hire a pop artist. Like really? Yeah, I don't think he worked on Wish. Um, but in Encanto, I don't dislike Encanto songs. I don't think I have any. I don't dislike any of them really. I feel like my least favorite though. Like, I don't know. I feel like narratively, my least favorite is Surface Pressure. Surface Pressure is so surface level. Like, see what I did there? You get it? But, yeah. But narratively, like, it doesn't really tell us too much about what's her name. I can't. I'm not. I don't know. I don't doesn't really tell us much about her other than she is stressed because her family puts weight on her. I I mean, there's nothing else to this. I I mean, I guess that makes it's fine. Like to have a core idea for a song, but I don't know. Mufasa. Not gonna watch it. Just gonna watch a review of it because why do I watch it? I mean, maybe I will watch it. I don't know. It seems a little interesting. I may watch it. Um, and also like the animations. I don't think I said this, but the expressions are a lot better than the the first Lion King. Not the first one, but the one that you started when you started making photorealistic animations because it's not live action. It's not live action. It's photorealism. It's an art style. One I don't exactly like, at least in this case, because it takes away from the previously like really good, expressive, very vivid, fluid, and very bouncy animation. So, I may watch it, maybe not. I mean, I'm definitely not excited to watch Snow White though. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not touching that. That just sounds so boring. Just looking at it, and also the dwarves like they didn't even hire actual people actors that had dwarfism, just super cool and fun. And I think it's because like Peter what's his name? It Peter Dinklage from what I heard. Because I guess he found it offensive how the dwarf people in movies, I guess. But yeah, even then, like Disney, they should have just hired people with actual dwarfism instead of making a mockery of them and making CGI versions of these people and make them dance around like a bunch of clowns. Like it looks ridiculous. They, like it, it doesn't even look good. It could at least look good. It doesn't. They don't. They don't even fit the style. Like, is this supposed to be live action? They look so weird when put next to uh, Snow White. It looks so strange. It's so uncanny. They look disgusting. They look like Polar Express characters. They look so bad. Oh my god. Maybe not that bad, but it is close. I don't. It's just ugh. They look so plasticky and like little toys. They look weird. Just hire real people to play these parts. Why did they CGI this? Why? Oh my god. CGI should be a tool, not a crutch. Anyway, yeah. I did watch one video talking about it. I agree with some of the person's points, but like with how 2D animation should, when we're making it, it should be 2D animation. You know, I, I don't agree with this. I agree with it, but like not like, oh, that should always be the case. But I feel like in this case it would be interesting to see, like like You can tell this very unscripted because I'm saying liking, so many times. And, for Snow White, um, yeah, it would be cool to see a modern, like, interpretation of it using 2D animation. And, so you're not um, oh, the remake, you gotta make you better. And better means we use photorealism. Nah, you could just mean, you reinvent the style, maybe take some actual inspiration uh, from it, and not like with Wish, and just be like, oh, let me just make the 2D, the inspiration so subtle that you can hardly see it from the like a few feet away. You actually have to squint and look for like little lines. And just look at the backgrounds, because that's all the 2D inspiration there is: backgrounds and some lines on the character models that look unfinished. Anyway, I gotta stop hating on Wish. Anyway, I wish it was better. I wish Disney would stop making these dumb photorealistic movies of their actually good films. I wish they actually have their um, creative talents actually make creative films. But whatever. I guess not all wishes come true. That's a lesson we learned today. Um, but yeah, I, with 2D animation, I usually like if the art style you choose when reinterpreting the film, it should be used for a reason, not because you want to flex how good you are at making things look real, which who cares? I would rather something be stylized and look timeless rather than look like that look like it's going to age like milk in a couple of like just years. Because I mean, these movies aren't going to look too good in a couple of years. I think they already don't, and they're going to look worse over time anyway. Why would you make it look like this? Like, purposely make it look bad over time? That doesn't make sense. But I don't know. Do you think it looks like wonderful and stuff, and it makes money? So whatever, to go do what they want. But yeah, I mean, with 2D, like TMT, Mutant Mayhem, like that went from 2D to 3D, and I think that was really cool. How the not just made it. Oh, let's make it realistic. Okay, they did it with one movie. Actually, I think a few. Also, with Rise of TMT, is 2D to let's reinterpret the 2D animation and make it more punchy, vibrant, and very fluid. Very exaggerated, which I really like. I really like the rise of D&D like animation, art style, and like character acting. It's like so good and cool. I really like it. But yeah, that's what I think they should have done with a lot of these remakes. They're gonna do them. At least like do something different with it. Like, why go with the boring route, the most basic route, and make them photorealistic in like such a plain way? I mean, I'm sure that you can do it. Like, you can make realism, but like more stylized. But from the video I watched about Snow White, uh, she was like being a little, being a little mean. Even but this. I mean, I don't like agree with what Rachel Zegler was saying. I'm not gonna call her Shrek. Like, she called her like, oh, she doesn't look royal. She doesn't look fair. They don't look fair. She said about both like the guy that plays the prince and her. They don't they look like that. They don't look royal. Um, and a lot of people in the comments were kind of comparing um Zegler to Gal Gadot, who plays Evil Queen. It's like, I mean, do we have to compare like their physical appearance? Do you all look pretty? Okay, do you all look good? I don't care. Do we want Disney to be like, oh, you can't play Snow White, you can't play the prince because you don't look fair or royal enough. Sorry, you look like Shrek. I mean, not the kindest thing, but whatever. again, I don't really, I don't agree with what Zegler was saying. And he was talking about the movie. But no, I'm not gonna go after her physical appearance. I mean, she looks good to me. I think they all look good. Nice looking actors. Anyway, I will now ramble about Moana 2. Moana 2. Am I gonna watch that? Probably will watch it. I will say I am a little excited, because I'm looking forward to see what they do with this plot of the thunder. Of the thunder brink. Oh, stop. Please. 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 I don't. I can't help it. Anyway. Bro. That's my trigger. That's my trigger word. I start singing Epic the Musical songs. Alright. But yeah, I guess no, I would like to see what they do with the Thunder antagonist person. They seem cool. Other than Maui and stuff. Also heard some things about The Rock. I guess some allegation things. Oh, that's true. Then that's a little yikes. That's a little you maybe someone else to voice some. I don't know. It's just speculation. I think this isn't confirmed. I mean, I don't really follow celebrities, so I don't really know. I just heard some things from I think Daz. He was talking about in this video about The Rock. Her sister. Her sister. Oh my god, when she said little sis, big sis, when they said that, when they wrote up with the little sister little character, oh my god, that is such a groaner. Grown, I don't want to see it. I don't care. It's like, uh, it could be, cause someone said it could be like Disney, if Moana goes her own way, it's like, uh, you know, big sis, will I ever see you again? Like, sorry, I gotta go wayfinding. I gotta go find my way. D let her go, and she sails across the sea. Then, I mean, who's gonna take the mantle? Who's gonna? Oh, the sister. Let's pass down the torch to the sister, and have her be in other movies so we can make more money. Moana 3, Moana 4, Moana 5, Toy Story 5. Oh my god! Wow! So don't don't like that they made Toy Story 4 and then made Toy Story 5. Woody and Bo Peep, at the end, spoilers. Woody and Bo Peep, they gonna go separate ways. Buzz, I miss you. Said I miss you too, Woody. Not Toy Story 5. Like, hey, we're back with the gang. Like, Woody's just there. He should just get there with the gang, and I did not see Bo Peep. Whatever. I'm stay on course. All right, please. Um, but yeah, I don't care about the little sister character. It's such an afterthought. It's just so forced. I don't care, and I hope it does that. This kid doesn't intrude on the other three characters that were introduced in the trailer. I hope not. I hope we're not gonna be like, hey, let's split our perspectives. See what the chief and the kid is doing. Let's see what they're doing, and then we can go back to the other character. No, I don't want that to happen. Please don't split. Don't split the runtime like that. I don't want to go have a back and forth. I don't care about the kid. I want to know. I want to have more stuff with Moana and Maui. Moana and her teaching her her people, those three people in the boat, how to survive on the sea, sail, and take out the coconuts. Speaking of the coconuts, why are they here? Why are they here? Why are we rehashing villains? Why? The reason I did think is that maybe because Moana got darts like thrown in her in the trailer and she fell down. So maybe the coconuts are gonna kidnap her, because they're doing the bidding of the thunder person, thunder bringer, bring her to me. uh, so they'll do that because they're working together. They're working in cahoots. Um, I mean, that could be a reason. I don't know. And they're not going to do that, then why put them in this movie? Why? If we're making a sequel, then maybe make the movie this sequel a little different from the first movie. You know, like if you're not gonna do anything different with the antagonists, then why have them here? Other than wasting my time, because you could have spent that with a different scene, maybe introduce a different antagonist that has maybe a dynamic with Maui or like the Thunder character. You know, that would be a better time spent. But I don't know. I don't know. This is based off a trailer. Maybe a movie did do that. Perhaps. I will have some hope. Very, very, very small sliver of hope that they did something like that. Something similar. Um, because I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of Polynesian mythos and creatures that you can base an antagonist on. I mean, I don't know much about that culture, but I'm sure there's a few other creatures you can base it on. Or you just go for default Kraken because you're in the sea. You can just do that and be basic. Or I mean, if you go do a Kraken, it can still look interesting and be a cool idea. Mix and match hybrid stuff. Do some cool psychic abilities or something. Anyway, yeah. I mean, they're bringing the coconuts back. I wanted to go bring Tamatoa back. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, they did do that. Would he help it? Like, would he write a arc where Tamatoa would help them? It's like, Maui, you broke my claw. I think, no, he ripped off his leg. Maui, you ripped off my leg. Why would I help you? It's like, if you don't help us, that thunder, God is gonna kill us all. So you might as well help us, man. It's like, okay, no, I'll work with you, but only because I don't want to die and lose all my shiny, shiny rocks on my shell. I don't know, something like that. I mean, hopefully, it's what they do is interesting. What they didn't do that that was interesting was bring the grandma back. Okay, maybe it will be interesting, but at what cost? At what cost? An emotional cost. Because I agree with this in Dad's reviews. Um, he said, "Oh, it would have been more impactful if the grandma was, I don't know, just stayed in the first movie, and so in the sequel she, wasn't there." I agree with that. I agree. Probably would be more impactful if she stayed in the first movie, and then Moana could be like, oh, like she talks, Moana talks to the three other characters, no name, no name, and no name. She's like, oh, you're struggling. I see that. It's like, cause you're like, oh man, like we're having such a tough time, sailing and learning how to do these things. How did you learn so fast? How did you do that? How did you fight down, lava monster? How did you do that? She's like, oh, well, it wasn't so easy. I had a little help from my grandma. You know, she she told me some things. She tried to help me, give me advice, and I want to give that same advice to you. Like, she takes her grandma's advice, takes that, she applies it not only in the first movie. Not even takes no one takes that advice in the first movie, but she also applies it in her daily life. In the second movie, we see that because she then tries to help the other three characters, no name, no name, no name. She tries to help them, and because of that, I realize now that because we have to be stronger. We have to work harder. We have to persist. You know, the live, laugh, love. That is not the right phrase. I, I'm cooking. I'm cooking with these ideas. Okay? This is what happens when you ramble. This is what happens when you ramble, don't get sleep, and you have a brain that never turns off, and it's like an engine. Okay? You get your engine machine, your story engine, and it keeps going and going, and you think of great ideas. Saying that what happened? Good idea. I mean, I feel like that would be kind of basic. If you're gonna bring, I wish you didn't bring her back. I wish you didn't bring the grandma back at all. You know, I think it's a good idea, especially since they spoiled it in the trailer. Why would you put that in the trailer? I blame the marketing again. The marketing teams, please stop doing this. They really, they need to be like they're actually dollars. Like they need to be restrained at like at least what 40 seconds because anything over that, no, anything over 30 seconds, bro. They would try to spoil anything. I can't be watching trailers like certain trailers I kind of don't want to watch because I'm afraid. Oh my god, what they spoil it? What they put something in like Ruby Joe. We don't talk about Ruby Joe. That trailer was honestly, what was that? That was abysmal. Not the trailer, like the content of the trailer itself, but like how they spoiled it. We don't. That was bad. It's not as bad as as this one, as Moana 2 trailer, but that's pretty bad. But yeah, which you didn't put that in the trailer, the grandma, and which you didn't put it here in the movie. Don't do that. And if, since they did already, hopefully what they do is at least interesting, and beneficial to Moana's arc and helps her grow as a character and a mentor to No Name, and her little sister. Probably gives advice to her sister too, taking grandma's advice as well. Maybe applies that to her own people, and to her island, maybe other islands. It would be interesting to see. Oh, she goes to island to island to island. What does this remind me of? What does this remind me of? This reminds me of something. I was gonna say Avatar. He goes to different nations, but I was thinking something else. Whatever, it doesn't matter. She does that, and maybe she learns along the way to like, oh, like maybe the thunder person's here because maybe they were a victim of, I don't know, like maybe Maui or maybe other gods. Maybe their island. Maybe their island was, you know, uh, maybe we're unaware of things. Maybe that some islands were like her island, like where she came from, Moana, is like, oh, but we learned to grow and learn to like not fear the sea and be kind and not be violent. But maybe these islands didn't learn that. Maybe he's like, oh, we didn't learn. We didn't have a character arc of, be good, stick to the man, and uh, be good, and people have freedom and sail. And mom teaches that, or she learns a thing or two from these people. Who knows? Why am I create a whole story? Anyway, anywho, Zootopia 2. I am curiously, I am curiously curious about what happened in Zootopia 2. I think it will be at least pretty good. It'll probably be good. I saw the D23 like clip, and it looked fine. I mean, I like that part when the little guy was giving the hippo a tattoo in the water, and he's like sailing off like, oh, I'll have to do some other work. Bye. It's kind of cute. What wasn't cute and very unfunny was when the walrus and I think the otter beaver thing was like, hey bub, hey bub, hey blah, 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 whatever they were doing. That was so grown. And people were laughing with just such bots. Like, how can you find that funny? Like, are you like a machine? I'm sorry. You can find that funny. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is if the story would be good. Maybe. You know, I I'm a Nick Wilde enjoyer. That sounds kind of bad. I like Nick Wilde. I think he's a cool character. I like Judy. I like Judy Hopps. And they're a fun duo. So it'll be nice to see Nick, do some help with investigations. Maybe we could see some of his backstory because that was also I think it was a deleted scene. Um, and also other things like the Nick was going to make a theme park and stuff, and It's like a muzzles. I'm getting off track. I mean, I would like to see Nick's like childhood, and maybe that can come into play in the story. Maybe Mr. Blue Snake. I like Mr. Blue Snake. I think he's cool. Um, maybe he's like, want me to be the bad guy? Fine, I'll be the bad guy. What am I talking about? I think I'm Mr. Snake. Maybe Blue Snake is like Mr. Snake, and he is bad because society has expects him to be bad and has been bad to him. So now he's the bad guy, and Nick is his Mr. Wolf, and now that Mr. Mr. Fox and Wild, he's like Blue Snake, don't be bad. We can be good, even if we're not good at it. You know, you take he talks about like his childhood and like have a scene like, it's hard being a fox, and Blue Snake's like, it's hard being a snake. I guess that's one thing we have in common. Shut up, shut up, shut up. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough out of me. All right. Um, but yeah. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully the movie will be good. That's enough. Hopefully the movie will be good. And also, I'll watch the Paramount sneak peek thing of TNT. Sponsored by Cult of the Lamb, and today they have a free update of Unholy Alliance. Not sponsored, not sponsored, but I just want to talk about it because there's new content, and you in local co-op, Goat Boy, we stand Goat Boy, and Lammy, and you get to have segs, probably. That seems like a very important feature above all, you know. Uh, Forget the bishop's quest. I love the sex one of the goat and lamb. Anyway, there's Knucklebones, too, other content stuff. But I mean, since the bishop again quest, I was wondering, what if the lamb got a quest line, lamb and goat, where we get to see like their backstory of like you see the before times, the dark ages of where the bishops are still hunting for lambs to sacrifice, to kill, and Liam was like, "Oh, this is it's time to go into my memory, my memory basket, whatever that means. Let's go do that quest." And we see flashbacks of it. Maybe like the interactive game they're doing. Whoa, maybe the Lame and Goat flashback could be like an interactive game that they have in the Unholy Alliance update too. We get to see like the lamb try to survive and struggle to find food and water in this desolate, this harsh land and forest in terrible times where their people are hunted and soon they are captured at like in the actual game. I don't know, I think that sounds fun. That's all I have to say, really, about the trailers and other miscellaneous things today. And I will try to work on that Bad Guys rewrite. Um, I know the 7 people are definitely like um hankering for that Bad Guys rewrite definitely. I have part of the script done. I just need to finish actually writing the plot stuff because I had the ideas down, but I haven't exactly started. At least not writing dialogue and stuff and how I want it to go. Try to block it out. It's not going well. It's hard to think of ideas. I'm I do a lot better building off ideas rather than thinking of ones. It's difficult. I'll get a video out. It may not be the Bad Guys one. That may take longer because um I, I, since I have been working on it, I got bored. Not like I don't want to do it anymore, but I will do it. I will do it. But I and now I want to do a new idea. Like, ooh, I want to do this new pretty idea. Oh man, I got bored. Ooh, trying to think of a new idea. I'll just probably try to make a short video, maybe. Maybe talk about Pokemon Legends Zaza. I've been talking about Legends Zaza and the potential Pokemon. Maybe do some redesigns of that. I don't know. I've been thinking of doing so. It sounds fun. But, yeah, that's all I have to say about the trailers. Um, I may I'll probably watch Moana 2 and Zootopia 2. And yeah, I'm not watching the photo like the live action movies. I'm not watching those. Um I I might watch Mufasa, but that's a I mean that's if I lost any self-respect for myself. um but yeah.
Huh? Nita. La Crista! Hmm? Oh?
No.